was not meant to happen. This could not happen. This is happening.
Hello, and come here all to another episode of your favourite podcast, The Coach's Son. Joining me once again for another week, for now, the bloke who lost 80 kilos just to tell his mates that they look like ogres. Peter Penn, pleasure to see you again. How are you today?
How are you, boys? Good to be back. Very good week that we've had. Looking forward to it, Stephen. Thank you, mate. Beautiful introduction. Thank you.
Good to have you here. Good to have you here. And to his right, the man who became TikTok famous for all the wrong reasons. Adamo, how are you?
I'm fantastic. It's another podcast Monday. We love it.
Hang on.
Why did it become TikTok famous?
Hang on.
We'll save for another pod episode, huh? Don't worry about it.
We'll post it on all socials.
Yeah.
And last but not least, the man who has more microphone issues than goals to his name last season. Big man, Jimmy Crouchopoulos. How are you?
That's a lot of microphone issues, I'll tell you that much. That's a lot of microphone issues, but good to be back. Thanks for having me.
Like to see you got your international jerseys on. Obviously, I missed that email.
Yeah, same. Sorry, guys. Missed that memo.
Yeah, well, we're on the same wavelength here. I mean, we're trying to do a show.
Stephen, I think, what episode are we up to today, boys? This is number 4 today. Stephen, I think you've got, so far, first place for introductions, mate. So well done.
That was pretty good, huh?
Thanks, man.
I'm surely a last, huh? No way. But
Yeah.
It was a bit anyway.
And look, it was a bit personal, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Personal is what we love here on the pod. So
And the followers love it. The
What the people
fans
want.
love the personal
What the
stories.
people want.
That's what I'm talking
it.
about.
should we kick off with some social media and a couple thank yous for everyone who participated in our giveaway?
Again?
Sure,
why
how
not?
did our question go? The Champions League question.
Did anyone get it?
Well, let me
Actually,
tell you.
we did have one person, but we won't name him because we're actually not a big fan of his. But
Yeah, look, we had a couple valid answers. One person did get it correct. A part of me thinks he Googled it. But
sure.
look, nonetheless, a promise is a promise. So, thank you to everyone who participated. We'll get those bumper stickers out to you as soon as we can. James, make sure.
Yeah. I just put them on my car. Actually, they look fantastic.
They're the ones that stick?
They're
the ones that stick, yeah? Okay.
It's a good service. It's a good surface that stick. Don't worry.
Just to confirm, if you see James on the road, it says the Coach's Son podcast, not fake taxi. So, thank you everyone again for participating.
The value of your car went up big time after you put that sticker on.
Absolutely. Parents going to buy the sticker. Hey, listen, I'll give you money just for the sticker. You keep the car. Keep the change. What's on the agenda today, Adam? We're going to talk about some games. We're going to do a bit of a topic.
We've got a couple of segments later on that we'll talk to you guys about. But, as we always do, we'll start off with some games. Oh, actually, quickly, we'll go through our giveaway winner last week. We'll quickly mention that. That was announced today. So, Gene Sam's big player. Congratulations, sir. We've got some merch coming out your way. And thank you for that video. It was very good. He's actually in Vegas and he sent it through. So, that was a good laugh.
You haven't seen it? Go have a
Appreciate
look.
it. Yeah,
Big
it's on the
video.
socials. But yeah, that's we're starting off with the games. So back to what Peter said, going in personal from that intro. Personal, we're going to start off with Spurs. Because I know you two aren't too happy, huh?
I don't think we are. I don't think we got
Are we
time
in
for
or
that.
out? Are we in or out?
But you know what?
Are we in or out?
I mean, look, we're 2 points from top. It's not bad.
For now.
That's true.
Yeah, for now, relax.
Such a big downfall. Oh, mate. For a downfall to be 2 points behind top. Pretty nervous.
Yeah,
Pretty
man.
nervous at that.
It was a good game. It was a good game. Pretty exciting. You guys were a little bit unlucky too. Wolves also missed their chances. Both keepers played quite well.
I don't
What do you
think
guys
we're
think?
unlucky. I think obviously Spurs went full strength, which was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
5 changes to 5 days ago. But I think got to give credit to Wolves. I thought they were pretty impressive, and their home form's been really good this year. So, yes, obviously Spurs weren't at their best, but I think Wolves deserve all the credit.
But I think even after the Chelsea game, like when we obviously lost Udogi suspension, Romero suspension, Van de Ven injury, Madison injury, no one was actually giving Spurs much of a chance away to Wolves. Don't forget, Wolves beat Man City at home as well.
True. Yeah.
Spurs weren't giving Spurs much of a chance. So, I mean, I think it was just the way that we lost. Obviously, 2 goals in the last 6 minutes. Obviously hurt, but that comes down to match fitness. You look at the players that obviously, when majority playing, that not match fitness. But again, like, we're going to cop goals. We're going to lose games. We're 12 games into a big Ange Postecoglou reign. And to be 2 points from top after 12 games, I mean, fuck. No one was expecting that at the beginning of the season, I tell you. No one was expecting that. Lost Harry Kane on 2 days before the comp even started. We had 3 managers last year. We didn't even qualify for any European football. To be where we're at the moment, look, I'll take it. 100% I'll take it.
I think in the grand scheme of things, like when you look at the bigger picture, Tottenham are doing well in general. But if you, from the start they had, if you compare obviously this fixture against Wolves and last week, where I said they were, funny enough, I said they were going to come out and annihilate Chelsea.
That's all your fault.
Well, yeah. It's called the commentator's curse. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, they're doing okay. Just like you said, they're 2 points from the top. They're okay. But yeah, when you look at the last 2 fixtures, they nearly held on against Wolves. They conceded an equaliser and then, conceded again and didn't get any points from when they should have possibly had 3.
A lot of people coming out obviously blaming Ange for sticking to such a high line and attacking football and whatnot. But I mean, he needs to implement a style. Again, he's only 12 games in. He needs to implement a style and a philosophy. I remember years ago when Klopp first came into Liverpool, and Liverpool playing away to Bournemouth, and they were up with 25 minutes to go. Liverpool were up 2-0. Henderson was playing at 6 at that stage, and he's still making runs into the 18-yard box, right? But that was just Klopp's style, right? Now, Liverpool actually ended up losing that game 3-2. And I remember this game because I'm thinking, well, Klopp came out and said he still needs to implement a style. That's the way he wants to play. The Liverpool board obviously gave him heaps of time to then bring in the players that he needs to try and, play the way that he wants. And obviously, I think he learned a bit from that game himself. And I hope Ange does learn a bit from these last 2 games himself too. But then you see then what Klopp then done for Liverpool and what he's won after that. Just that one game didn't derail him or what he wanted to achieve, what he wanted to do. He still stuck to his guns. And I'm hoping, it's kind of the same situation, the same story with Ange from this weekend. I think, he needs to learn a couple of things, obviously, about the Premier League after that game. But again, I think it's going to find out, he's finding out more about his players and his squad players and who he can trust and who he can bring in. And hopefully, if we get the right players in, like we have with Mickey Van der Ven, James Maddison, down the track, we're going to be a lot better for it.
Yeah, I think, man, it doesn't take much these days, too, for people to turn on someone. The media shines it like crazy. Like, it's 2 games. Just relax. It's still very early days. But I also have to give a shout to, I think it was Sarabia that scored that volley in the Wolves game. That was ridiculous. That first touch and then that volley finish. I think, what was it, 2 minutes after coming onto the pitch, too, or something? So, great finish, mate. Great finish.
That was a big goal. Especially when he was running in behind as well to take the first touch like he did in front of him. Big finish, big goal. But yeah, that's all I've got to say about that game.
Yeah, we move on, mate. They'll be back, I think, Spurs anyway.
Thanks, man. At least you think so. After you picked Chelsea to win 3-1 the other week, so thank you very much.
Just a quick shout, Pete. You're on mute.
Adam, sorry, guys.
Do you have nothing to say?
Look,
You're
not me this time. Not me this week.
Yeah, look,
jinxed it for sure.
Yeah, I think Tottenham will be all right this year. Look, they'll finish standard to where they usually finish, which is around that 4th, 5th mark. I think if they do any better than that, I think they probably had a good year. So good luck to them. Move on.
So we're going to put them in a poll. No, you go.
Like I said, I don't think people were actually predicting us to make top 4 this year anyway. Considering obviously Ange coming in, the turmoil that we were kind of in last year. There was just a feeling that was like wasn't going to get helped. And I think obviously everyone was quite naive about what Ange can achieve too. So everyone was saying, bottom half of the table, this, that. Well, let the season ride out, see where it takes us. But I think we're all enjoying the football that he's bringing. So
No Kane, no problem. You'll be all right.
No Kane, no problem.
no Kane, no pain.
That's it.
Hey, quick start on Kane quickly. Did you see that? He's reached 17 goals, and last year's record for their golden boot in that league was 16, and he's only 11 games in.
He's an animal. He's an animal. He's the best striker in the world.
So the golden boot winner last year in the Bundesliga was on 16.
Yeah.
And he's on 17. How many games in?
11 games in.
That's ridiculous.
Hang on, in the Bundesliga. In the Bundesliga.
German leagues, all right?
You guys see
In the Bundesliga. In the Bundesliga. He's off it already. He can't do it anymore. Our first sponsor, Bundaberg.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to episode 4. This is officially my last episode. I don't think there's coming back from this, guys. So thank you for listening.
Save the laughs for later. Save the laughs for the topic. Okay, let's get through the football first, and then we're going to have some laughs.
If you want laughs, I mean, where do we start? There is a lot of laughs this weekend.
Like who? Tell us.
Yeah, tell us.
Tell us. Who are you laughing at?
Well, I actually the reason I saw Man United versus Luton Town. Anyone catch that game?
Yeah, big Lindelof.
Man United. Now, we talk about them a lot on this pod. I don't think we've said anything good yet. 4 episodes in. And
we have.
On episode 4, I'm not about to start. They are shit.
Oh, yeah.
They are so shit. I saw a clip before the game, and it was the blokes from the movie Dodgeball going, ooh, ah, and it said Luton on their way to get 3 points. So everyone's just taken the absolute piss out of Man United. They got the 1-0 win. They did get 3 points, but they are in some turmoil at the moment. They are not playing well at all. And on paper, I mean, I've seen worse teams.
But to be honest, they're actually the most informed team at the moment.
You
wouldn't believe it. They're the most informed team at this minute.
Please elaborate.
So, elaborate. They've won 4 out of 5.
The only loss being against City.
Yeah.
They're not going away. They're not going away.
But I think at this stage of the season, especially earlier on, it's performance over results, right? You look at Man City over the last however many years when they've won the league. Pep was always pushing for the performance every year, but Pep was always pushing performance over results at the beginning of the year, and they never really start well. And that's the scary thing about City: the fact that they're leading already, right? And they never start well. They always finish strong, and I think that's the scary thing about Man City.
I think the craziest thing is with that team for the attacking line that they actually have: Rashford, Rasmus, Anthony. For how much money they spent, none of them have scored in the Premier League this season yet. How wild is that? McTominay's scoring all their goals.
He's top goal scorer with 3.
Who's Scotty?
The fucking Milky Way kid.
Scotty.
Scotty.
Yeah, he's a big player.
Oh, man.
I swear no one's got United players in their fantasy team.
No.
For good reason.
Look,
I mean, Rashford was a big buyer last year in fantasy. Almost everyone had him. This year.
I think I used my triple captain on Rashford last year.
Yeah.
Did you do it again?
Well, that would have been a waste. But look, yeah, that was one of the fixtures I caught this weekend. We had Chelsea Man City this morning. That was another huge fixture. I didn't expect.
What a big result!
Big result. Well, for who? I mean, big scoreline. To be honest, I had tipped Man City to win. I just thought that'd be too strong. Did any of you watch it?
I watched a little bit of it, actually.
Yeah, I watched quite a bit of it. And I mean, again, I think obviously the scoreline shock people. But I was tipping a Man City win, but not a clean sheet. Because that's one thing that I knew Chelsea were going to score, right? And it's not because, obviously, I think Chelsea playing just at home are going to score goals. That too. But Man City, again, they can't keep a clean sheet at the minute, right? I think their last clean sheet was probably 2 weeks ago. But then before that, it was forever. Even when they beat Bournemouth, was it 6-1? And they beat somebody else, was it 5-1? They're conceding goals. So I knew there was going to be goals in the game. But the chaos that occurred this morning was
wild.
Brilliant.
Wild. I think it's kind of crazy. I mean, this year Chelsea have shown up against their top teams. Like their best games are against Arsenal, Liverpool first round, and then against City now. I think they're slowly getting into their groove. Poch's doing something decent. I think Palmer's probably their best buy, and he's really showing it. Sterling's starting to become a little bit better, which I think he might. Would you even put into the category of Palmer getting a call up to the England squad?
Why not?
Has to be talked about. Has to be talked about.
Yeah.
Especially with Madison out injured too. Why not? He's in form. Pick your import form place, not Henderson.
Pep would have been spewing. Pep would have been burning the fact that Palmer scored the penalty at the end. Because apparently when Mahrez left, Palmer was like, I'm going. I'm not getting a run. And then Pep goes to him, look, Mahrez is gone now. He's just about to go. You're going to have a chance. I suggest you should stay. And he goes, nah, I'm out of here. I'm going.
Oh, so he was bought from, sorry, just a bit of background. He was bought from City, Palmer.
Mm-hmm. I think it was like 42 million or something. Big money too.
And that's
big money for him.
That's why City bought Peter's mate Dockett.
42 million. Can we fact check that? 42 million. They purchased. Chelsea paid Man City for Palmer.
Yeah, but to be honest, that's peanuts for Chelsea. Peanuts.
Yeah, it's Chelsea.
Yeah, right.
But it's not peanuts, but I think the player that he is, he's still young. I'm talking probably Real Madrid in a few years' time if you kept the way going.
Can you imagine the pressure on that last penalty? Oh, mate. Level up the game.
Last minute penalties. Last minute penalties to equalise or win the game aren't for everyone, eh?
Cool, calm, collected.
Big pen.
Big pen.
I mean, he scored 4 goals and 4 penalties, so he's almost at Peter Pen level.
He's
almost Peter Pen level.
He's starting to become my favourite player. I love a good penalty, eh?
Yeah, penalty Palmer.
Speaking of penalties, did you see Eze's penalty for Crystal Palace? That was probably the most calm, collected pen I've ever seen in my life. He literally walked it up, just tapped it, passed it right into the bottom corner. I said, that Peter Pen written all over it.
Yeah, look, if you don't know what they're referencing to, guys, there was a season where, just to get a bit personal, there was a season where I scored, 12 goals and about 10 were penalties. So
I think it's about right, yeah.
Yeah, so, look, everyone was a little bit upset that I still claimed the golden boot, but, you just got to have that energy, to just put them in,
And they all count.
Don't blame you.
They all count, don't they?
They all count.
Okay, exactly.
We all would have done the same thing.
Yeah, look,
at least someone could take a pen. I mean, look at Adam.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm actually going to put my penalty right now on the screen when people are watching.
Guys.
Because no one filmed the one that we're talking about. Yeah, thanks. Cost us the game, no problem.
Again, they're not for everyone. All right,
just
guys.
Reference. James did say cost us the game, but we lost that game 7-2, so it didn't cost us the game.
Yeah,
hang on.
You could
we were down 1-0. We were down 1-0, right? And then I thought, you know what? It's time for me to come on. I come on. I force pressure on the centre back to get a corner. My first touch of the game, header, 1-1. Thank you very much. 5 minutes later, we win a penalty to go 2-1 up. And I'm backing us to park the bus after that and set the result out, right? Missed penalty, we lose 7-1. I'm just...
Guys,
I actually don't know what game it is.
Moments change games. Moments change games. It's simple.
I actually don't know what game you're talking about.
Adam, unfortunately, I tried to sub you off before it was taken and you refused. So, unfortunately, they're correct. Moments do change games and I would have changed the game. Moving on to...
No respect.
Don't let him speak. Adam, you bring our attention to Inter Milan.
Oh.
Do you want to walk us through what you witnessed?
Wasn't this sensational? DeMarco, the left back. Come on.
Look, I'll be honest, guys. I didn't watch this game, but Adam informed us about an unbelievable goal from Inter Milan. and it was from Federico Di Marco.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it was incredible, and I obviously went online and watched this goal. I'm telling you, he was trying to whip it in behind, eh?
It was very
Hey,
like it
quickly.
Was,
I want you to tell us first. So we've obviously got the Bundesliga. What's the Italian league called?
Series A.
Did you catch the goal from
Series A.
So we've got the Bundesliga and the Serie A. Mate.
Thank you.
Series A, episode 4. Hey, 100% that's a crosser. He is not going for goal there.
Guys,
I've tried that many times in one day.
Whoever's
They've been
watching the
Series
video,
B.
whoever's watching us on video, I'm going to put the clip up right now, and you guys are going to watch it. Tell us what you think down below in the comments. I definitely think this was actually a shot because of the way that it went in. Was
guys,
incredible.
I don't know.
Adam obviously has never played football before, right? You look at him; he doesn't even look up to see the keepers off his line. He sees the run of the strikers. He's going to whip that in behind the defence. I'm telling you, he's gotten it completely wrong. He's kicked about 80% turf, and it's just floated into the back net. I can't. And then he's gone to the crowd.
To be honest,
Absolutely, wouldn't you?
He's gone to the crowd and celebrated it.
You guys would easily celebrate that goal. These are the best
Yeah,
goals.
but I would mean it.
You would celebrate.
I would mean it, but I'd mean it.
Oh yeah, of
He
course.
didn't mean
Look, DeMarco, if you're watching this podcast or listening to this podcast, you've got 1 from 4. All right, you got
Let
1
us
from
know
4.
if you meant it.
Yeah, bravo.
Look, he's
in English.
I'm not convinced. Adamo, thank you.
No,
I'm not convinced.
neither am I.
Anyway, good shout, great goal. We'll let him have his moment.
Well,
Shit.
and
Shit.
hang on, it wasn't even from his own half. It was from the sideline. If you're going to do it properly, like John Joe.
Yeah,
Big John Joe scored halfway.
I don't know.
Yeah,
John Joe, if you're watching,
where's he playing? Where's he playing now, James?
he's in Turkey. I'm pretty sure.
So has he got hair yet?
You know what? To be fair, do you reckon that's part of his contract? And we've got the best hair implant people in the world.
That's mad. You know how like all the Madrid players get BMW cars? They all get hair transplants. It's part of the contract.
Bravo, John Joe. He's a big player.
Bravo.
He's
Bravo.
a big player.
We do miss him. I reckon we should sign him back. What a player.
Absolutely, you
Yeah,
should.
feel like Solanke.
Big
Bring the old
player.
band back
Another
together.
ex-Liverpool player.
Yeah, Solanke with the double.
Big form.
Huh?
Did anyone see that one
Against
coming?
Newcastle? Nah. No way.
No?
Nah.
Why not? Why not? I actually tipped a draw in this time. As Kieran Trippier would say, they had a few injuries.
Oh, did you
Not
see
like
that
Spurs.
blowout? Gotta love it.
Yeah, that was huge.
They're good, big passion.
Look, they had to travel from literally north of England all the way down to the south. Look, it shouldn't really affect them.
What, in first class?
Hey, when I used to go to
They're
Bathurst,
playing you.
mate, when I used to go to Bathurst, now that's a real away trip.
Hey, these blokes are flying all over Europe this year anyway. They should be used to the travel.
Well, they did travel midweek, didn't they, as well?
Yeah,
No,
no,
yeah, exactly.
Back up. So, yeah, that's why I was picking the draw. I didn't expect Bournemouth to get away with it, but Dominic Solanke, hats off to him.
But depending on how long they're out for, I think Newcastle might be in the same issue as Spurs at the moment. I think they've got Botman's out, Burns out, Isak's out, Wilson's out, Almiron went off injured. I think
Murphy, I think he's out as well, is he?
Bruno Gumieres is out too. So yeah, they do. They've got a few out. You know, if I was Trippier, I'd probably scream at him as well. What do you think?
Trippier was, he was calm. He wasn't screaming.
I thought he was going to do the
upset.
Captain, a big drop kick into the sideline. So big flight.
Hey,
He probably should have shut him up. At least I want to say a boot. Yeah, put him on.
You want to see an injury?
Do you not enjoy the injury list? Yeah.
This podcast has only got 3 knees, mate. 3 knees in this whole podcast.
yeah,
That's true. Between all of us, 100%.
3 knees and a whole bunch of segments with no names. No right at them.
That is a big
Classic.
number.
We kept it old school, eh? Pretty classic.
Hey, Adam, what? Surely you got a segment for us today. What's the go?
Well,
And have you named it?
oh, I don't think so. You know, for our older listeners, 65 and above, I don't want to give them, such a hard
Nana's
time. when they're
watching,
listening.
Nana gets
Exactly.
confused when you start mentioning
Exactly.
Bench and Bravo.
Yeah, bench Bravo sell. No way. Can't do it.
All right. Do you
No,
want to just
but
quickly run over the
there's-
results? Because the rest of the games were pretty garbage. Let's be fair. Now, we can probably get on with it. I'll start. Obviously, we know Wolves beat Spurs 2-1. Just
Yep.
touched on Bournemouth 2-0 over Newcastle. United 1-0 over the Luton. Big away win for Everton as well, I thought.
Bravo.
Palace.
Good result. Yep.
Yeah, they're making their way up. Arsenal 3-1. Look, Arsenal, 2 corners. Are they becoming the new Stoke City? I think so.
Oh.
I think so. Two goals
Are
from
you
corners.
saying they're like United? That they're not playing that well, but they're sneaking results through set pieces. Be like
A bit like
United
that,
at the
yeah.
moment.
Yeah. Look.
I think it was a bit of an easy game for them. But look, the one thing that stood out for me in that game, did you guys see Zinchenko's goal? Big finish.
Great finish.
Big volley.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Big
Yeah.
volley.
Good volley.
Big volley.
Their foot side
That's
netting.
about it.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Burnley are struggling.
And I think
It's a
Arsenal got
must-win game
another
for
red
them.
card in that game. I believe another red card.
Yeah.
Are they the dirtiest?
Yeah,
team in the comp?
Fabio
They
Vieira
are a
got sent off.
disgrace.
Disgraceful.
It's garbage.
Fabio
I think
Vieira.
so.
Chelsea
It was
4, City 4, West Ham 2, Nottingham Forest 2. Bowen on the score sheet again. I've always told you he was a gun.
I kept saying it too. He should get looked at by a bigger team. He should get something.
Guys, I just want to. I want to give credit where it's due. Right, we've got to give some credit where it's due. All of us, from everything we've said in every episode, whether it's players, correct scores, or whatever, there's only been one consistent person on this pod who actually gets it right. Now, hold on, let me finish before you attack me. All right. Now, he makes comments, and somehow I don't know how he does it. But he called Jamie Bowen. Jamie Bowen plays for Serie A. Jared Bowen, right? He called it Big Adamo.
Yeah, but hang on. We didn't
TikTok.
say that he wasn't a big player for West Ham. We're saying that he's not going to get picked up by.
Oh, please.
Hey,
anybody
listen,
else. And if he
knowing
does,
us,
good on him.
knowing us word for word, we probably said something along the lines is he's fucking shit.
You did.
But
But, Jared, I know you're
But
a big
we
fan.
did it.
But I know you're listening. Mate, we'll sign a shirt for you and we'll post it out. We'll get a photo of the band together and
And
we'll
we'll
post
give
it
you a
out to you.
sticker.
It was the best.
Thank
We
you.
Sticker.
were comparing Neto to Bowen, and as soon as we made that comparison, Neto got injured. He hasn't come back, and Bowen's been scoring
Well,
every fucking week.
We
So-
actually, I believe one of us, I'm not sure who, but I got some feedback via a message. One of us made a comment about Saka not performing very well. I think he got someone's nomination for Coach of the
That was
Sun.
me. Well, he didn't.
Yeah.
That game, he didn't. Well, I nominated him. He didn't perform well.
Well,
no.
apparently since he's gotten 1 goal and 2 assists. So, again, let's just,
Against two.
yeah, look,
Burnley at home.
yeah.
Oh, to be
Away to Newcastle, he took one dribble for 0 successful dribbles.
One dribble
He
with
had
the
one
ball
dribble.
or from
He
his
had
mouth?
one attempt. He had one attempt. He had
Oh,
one
that's got a
attempt
nice smile.
at a dribble.
How many
Good
smiles?
smile. So
All I'm trying to
bravo.
say is the consistent comments are coming from the man in the Argentinian shirt. So let's
bravo.
just leave it to the head chef. What do you reckon?
All right.
The
Adam,
bloke who
give
gets
us another
frazzled
bold
when we ask
prediction.
him for a
mate.
segment.
He does all our social media. He does all our segments with no names. He is
Must
the
be a
most
busy bloke.
Are you looking for a
undervalued.
pay rise? Are you trying to get a pay rise out of him?
I haven't slept in 4 weeks.
Too nervous. Too stressful, huh?
I don't sleep. The loo.
Double, what do you got up your sleeve? Surely you got another no-name segment.
Just quickly going back to that red card, the Arsenal one. Did you guys see the Arteta's clip in the press conference that he agreed?
Oh.
He agreed with that red card. That was actually really good.
Oh,
He had a good laugh.
Yeah,
He had a good
yeah, of
laugh.
course.
Yeah, he got that.
He-
He goes,
Hey, I heard
This one,
Liverpool are a
eh,
bit lucky to escape a red card.
Yeah, big Endo. Big Endo.
I did say
Big
that.
Nintendo? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
He was.
Tell me how that is not a red card, and Romero last week is a red card.
Oh, it definitely was. And the best was the ref was literally 2 meters in front of him when it happened, looking exactly at it. It was the best.
Look, we're going to talk about this every week if we allow it to take over our pod. But if you want to go to Rashford in the Champions League midweek as well, he's gone to
That
jump.
wasn't a red.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
No way.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to jump in and protect the ball, and the guy's gotten there just before him, planted his foot, and he's come down on his ankle. You look at the still image, you're like, oh, what happened there? But come on, man. None of these are red cards, and if we allow it to, it always comes back to VAR, right? They are the ones watching it back, and if we allow it to, we'll talk about VAR every week. It's ridiculous. I'm actually.
But
had enough of it.
Nintendo follow through.
Yeah, I definitely think it was.
Could've
Even when I
killed
watched it, I think if we would have been given a red for that, I actually wouldn't have complained. Like the more I look back at it,
this is the argument again, right? The ref made the decision. I mean, VAR looks at it. Was it a clear and obvious error?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you think if the ref doesn't give the decision, or does give the decision, he's a bit scared that Klopp will ask for a replay?
No, I feel that if the ref gives a decision, VAR won't overturn. I think it could have gone either way. In this day and age, it could have gone.
You look at that, you watch the replays, and you think the worst. Like every single time, you're like, shit, that's going to get pulled up for a red card. Like almost any challenge now, you think like if someone goes down, they're probably milking it because someone's accidentally raised their studs, trying to get them sent off. They're just trying to get.
Well, that's the thing.
Someone said in the media over only the last week, they're saying, I can't remember who exactly it was, but they said like a red card used to be a big deal. Like if you got sent off,
it was serious.
Like that's a big deal, right? Now it's happening every week, and it is almost every second game. There's a red card. It's like red cards are supposed to be a big deal. You're out 3 weeks minimum suspension. Your team suffers for the rest of that game. Like it used to be a big deal.
And I'm worried that it's going to take away from the intensity, right? Like as a coach, if you're fired up for a big Man United, Man City game, your players, you do everything to fire them up. You don't want that to distract them. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, obviously, you hear a lot of commentators saying, like, with referees, they're letting the game go. They're letting the game go. Why aren't all games like that? Just let the game go. Then if it is something absolutely 100% serious where it's genuinely a red card, fair enough. But we're seeing it every second game now. Referees aren't letting things go. Special guest.
Hey.
How are you?
Guys, we are a pod for the family. Don't be distracted. You guys continue, all right?
Young and old, they all listen. And they listen live too. All the challenges that we've spoken about the last couple of weeks, if they all just gave those yellow, I reckon we would all be pretty happy with that and just move on. Yellow, get on with the game.
Yeah.
Salah, again, did you score a double again today?
He's in the right place at the right time every time. I don't know how he does it. Those numbers, you can't replace those numbers.
No,
I don't know
you
what we're
can't.
going to do.
You
I
can't.
seriously
He's
don't know
gonna
what
see-
Liverpool's going to do when
He's
he
going
moves
to
on.
be worth more than Mbappe. I want 300 mil from the Saudis. 300.
Would you take it?
300 million trillion.
If they come in January, 300 mil here, would you get rid of him?
Yeah, you have to. You have to get rid of him. He's
Of
getting
course-
to that
of
age
course
where he's
you
getting
have
old.
to, but fuck, man, this guy actually scores every single week. You see the record that he broke too? That was his 200th English goal. That is wild.
Ridiculous.
That is wild. He's
Ridiculous.
he's so
Good on him.
consistent. So
Salah,
consistent.
shout out
It's
to you,
crazy.
mate. Thanks for your support.
Mate, if you're
Like,
listening,
follow, subscribe.
follow our pod, mate. We'll send you out a bumper sticker for that McLaren. Thanks, mate.
And old mate
Love
Simikas,
it.
Adam's Coach's Son of the Week in the
Oh.
first episode.
He was bad
2
this week.
assists.
Costa
Hey,
Rica.
hang on. Some big fantasy points.
Hold
Big
on,
fantasy.
I know. That's probably the worst game he's played for Liverpool, and he got 2 assists. I don't know how he does it.
I
He's a
think he
big
came
one.
to 15 points in the fantasy this week.
Oh, guys, he's garbage. He gave the
knows
ball
how to
away
get the
over
ball.
4 or 5 times. He gave the ball away. It could have cost us the game.
Did you guys see
That's
as well? The second assist as well was pretty similar to the Arsenal Newcastle thing. It was it almost went over the goal line and he crossed it in
Almost.
and they stopped
Both
it.
of them.
And obviously VAR didn't have that sideline footage like they didn't in the Arsenal game. and they pretty much gave it straight
They
away.
didn't need it.
But Liverpool didn't even celebrate when we scored because we thought it was out, and they gave it.
Tsimikas
Well, pretty sure
that's why.
they all stopped except for Salah.
Yeah, so of course, big finisher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so
except
good.
except unlike Arsenal and Newcastle, this one actually stayed in. So,
Yeah, bravo, garbage.
This one went in.
They're both
and
saying.
Liverpool supporters know how a sphere works, so that's the main difference.
And very exciting actually. Next week it's City Liverpool, so top two teams, mate. Oh, 2 weeks actually. International break next week.
International
Unfortunately,
break
again,
coming up.
that we hate it, but it happens quite often now. What do you do?
But
There
we
was only
embrace
2
all
more
football
games.
here on the Coaches Pod.
No, we don't.
Yeah, sure. Except sideline crosses that go in. There was, 2 other games that went on? What were they? Villa, 3-1 over Fulham, and Brighton 1-1 with Sheffield,
Wow,
which I didn't see that coming.
To be fair, Brighton didn't have 6 normal starters on the pitch. They rested them after the Europa League, and I don't think Ferguson even had a run too. So
I'm so glad I brought Ferguson in.
The second half, Matoma only came on.
I brought Adingra in, and he got on the score sheet for 6 minutes, so I was pretty happy with that. They keep finding these players, Brighton.
Yeah, well, that was it. I think Brighton got a man sent off too, and then 5 minutes later, Sheffield took advantage, scored their goal. So,
yeah, a few interesting fixtures, and I think we don't actually have any fixtures for tomorrow morning, so no predictions, no crazy predictions.
We'll give you a bold one anyway.
We'll give you a bold one, maybe from next week's games. But yeah, no games tomorrow, guys. So, and I think we've got international break now as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Out of a job for a week, guys. It's not good.
Please, mate. We'll always be here. Don't worry.
Always. The followers want to hear us every week.
Don't worry.
Coming straight back from international break. Like you guys said, Man City, Liverpool. Bit full on.
So we've got that segment that we were talking about, James, that we're thinking of starting from this week on. Was it?
Can we get a drum roll first, please?
Of course. Sorry,
Bit
sir.
of excitement happening. Come on.
Sorry,
Sorry,
sir.
Guys, Adam, we need enthusiasm, mate. All right, we need.
It is our betting predictions with Tony and Tonali.
Oh,
hang on! I'm not ready for these top tips. Hang on, I'm not ready for Tony and Tonali's top tips.
Hold on. Hold on. Did you just name a segment?
No, James did earlier.
I named it actually.
Tony and Tonali. Fucking hey. Tips in after 3.
Tony and Tonali's top tips. He's introducing a segment that we're going to be doing down the track. He finally got a name for one.
Exactly.
Tony and Tonali's top tips. I like it. We've got it excited.
Exactly.
What about the bench start sell, Adam? Did we scrap that?
That was massive. That was massive. Are we going to do this on a weekly basis? On a weekly basis.
Well, mate.
We're going to talk about maybe like a specific topic today, or do you want to do more games?
Well, I think James, you made a suggestion about some wardrobe mishaps in the Premier League over the decades.
The Premier League over the decades, but also your own personal stories too about wardrobe mishaps that you might have seen. Maybe different colour shirts, socks.
I'll quickly, since I bring it up, if you don't mind, I'll quickly start one off, and I'm almost certain it's not a wardrobe mishap, but. Hey, why the fuck? Why would you do it, right? Now, you guys would know. Tottenham's left back, about 2009, 10. What's his name, Stephen? Give it to me.
Benoit Asuokoto.
That one.
Oh, what a player.
This bloke used to wear one Adidas, one Nike boot. Or was it?
one Puma?
I think I'm pretty sure, right? It was
probably bloody
I think they were both Adidas, but I think one was like an F50 and one was like a Predator or some shit.
That bloke was wild. Do you know he didn't actually like football?
Yeah,
he came out apparently so his brother was a semi-decent player. Then he realised how much money there is to be made in football, and he goes, "I'm pretty good. I might play as well." And he came out, I'll pay for the money. And they interviewed him when we qualified for the Champions League for the first time. And they go, "Oh, are you excited to play against the teams like your Barcelona's, Real Madrid's, Bayern Munich's in the Champions League?" And he goes, "We play against teams that play in the Champions League in the Premier League anyway. What's the difference?
He's a mad cunt.
He doesn't care.
Good on
He
him.
had a better left foot than Bale too.
Oh,
He's a big
Good.
player. I liked him.
Good on him.
not as good
He
as
was
DeMarco.
good.
Big finish.
Oh,
Well, this-
fuck off, DeMarco. He's so shit. Oh. Did you have any? Pete, did you have any?
I've got actually a personal mishap, which was quite good. From we were in the
That would be good. It's a big good. Quite good.
no pressure. I'm already sweating.
Well, why? Make it a good one.
Steve, what year did you play with us at Fraser?
Oh,
16th?
Yeah, what's that? 12 years ago.
Yeah, so it was the year before. So we were 15s. So we made it to the grand final. I'll never forget, first grand final, pretty nervous. Bit of a flex. I was captain. No pressure.
All right.
Listen to him.
That? You had an armband on.
So the coach had a mishap.
Yeah. He didn't know who was going to be captain before the grand final. They went the whole year, and all of a sudden the coach is going, "Oh, Adam, you can be captain today."
Hey, that sounds like a chat. That sounds like a. I feel sorry for him, but let's give everyone a turn. Type thing.
God. So
Hey,
About
could
the
you
Sunday
imagine?
league.
Sorry, Adam. Could you imagine how many players were injured for Adam to get captain on the last game of the year?
that was disrespectful.
Hey, 14 players out. Adam, would you like to be captain today? You can say no.
He didn't even play. He was a little mascot, the Make-A-Wish kid walking out with the team.
Hey, that's the biggest coach's son move ever. Hey, would you like to be captain today? Wrap it up.
You're nominated. You're nominated. Eh? You're up this week.
So I'll continue. I was rudely interrupted. So grand final. Well, I can't remember. I think we might have been playing at Bankstown's home ground. So there were about 200 to 300 people. It was a lot for what you're normally playing at,
60,000 people.
Hey, you're not getting this story out, eh?
Wembley.
Hey, let it go.
For our level, there was a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
So you've got a lot. I'm nervous, obviously captain for the season, not just for the day.
Men,
So why didn't you bring it up?
get to the mishap, eh? Everyone's on the edge of their seats.
So, obviously you get there a little bit early, you watch the game before, and then the coaches, wrap it up, get in the sheds. We're going to start warming up, talk about formation, whatever. So we get in
And
there,
who's captain?
So we get in there,
Formation, change it up.
everyone's starting,
Last
to
game
get,
of the
everyone's,
season.
everyone's starting to get changed, and then, all right, time's ticking, we go out for the warm-up.
Yeah, so is this story, eh? Get on with it.
Mate, where's the mishap?
So we're walking out. And I took my time, I had the jitters, so I'm walking out. I'm last, so I'm walking out, going to walk on the side pitch to set up, and then you start hearing all these people laugh. So fuck, they're laughing at me. I walked out with no pants on.
And the captain's badge. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean you walked out? What? He had the captain's badge around his cock and no pants on. So, Adam, just to confirm,
I had my tight skins on and I had no pants on. So I'm walking, and as soon as you walk in front of the stand, and everyone's laughing, mate, I've never done a 180 so fast and ran back into the shed so fast in my life.
wow. Well, there you have it. We finally got the story out. Couple mishaps. Captain, quick recap.
60,000 people.
Hey, quick recap. 300 people, no pants, and captain on the last on grand final day, mate.
Not my finest moment. When we did happen to go on and win that in penalties, scored as well. Everyone knows.
Bravo, Adam.
They can bring that up, huh? They can bring that up.
But yeah, that was my mishap. That was
Mate,
my mishap.
look,
Hope you
I know-
guys like it. I'll be
Well,
back next week.
I had a mishap.
Hang on. Wait. Under 15s, you lost in penalties in the semi-final.
No.
I watched you idiot. And you
No.
missed the penalty at Valentine Park.
No, it was at
You are a
Bankstown.
joker.
was
Oh
at
my god.
It was at Bankstown home ground.
Guys,
Nice.
we're gonna get the facts after this episode's finished. We're gonna get the right facts, and we're gonna bring you next week live what actually happened.
Fact check
Steve,
it.
you would have remembered if you saw me with no pants on. Trust me. You would have laughed too.
Still
Well, there you have it, guys.
Usually it's no
Captain.
shirt.
Oh my
Usually
god.
it's no
Cock,
shirt.
no pants.
Well, I've got a bizarre question. Remember my socks at the beginning of this year?
Oh my god.
Guys,
Only one
please let me
idiot
tell
will
this
wear
one.
that.
I
Guys,
don't know. And let me tell it first. My perspective, right? Because no one
Nah.
picked up on it, right?
no. You tell it. You
Oh.
tell us your perspective after, right? Please. You tell us what you were thinking after. I've got to get this one out, please.
Okay.
Please, guys. As you may or may not be aware, I'm going to look into the camera for this one. As you may or may not be aware, right? All four of us last year played together, right? Now, there was a lot of mishaps, which Stephen, I'm sure, will touch base on next, where we had a guy wearing stockings for socks. It was all happening. It was all happening. Anyway, we got a home game with the cricket pitch looking nice in the middle, ready to go. We go to warm up, and everyone's, usually we don't have warm-up gear, right? We're Sunday League specials. So we've all, we put our socks and shin pads on. The way we play is the way we warm up. We don't even warm up. We just go out there, kick the ball in a circle, and we're good to go. I looked to my left, and I looked, and I double looked, and I see this bloke, this man, 2 meter man, I'm looking up at him. And I look back down, and I said, "Hey, Adam, is that legit? Am I looking at what's that?" And let me tell you, guys, James, 2 meter man. I don't know if you've ever seen him stand up because he's always sitting in the pod, but 2 meter man, like full athlete of a man, 2 meters. You're looking up at him. You look down at his feet. He's wearing size 14 shoes, right? He's cut his socks like he's an athlete, which is fine. Like some of us do it, some of us don't. He's cut his socks like an athlete, but because he's 2 meters, they finish above his ankle. Again, fine, because then the second sock should come over or under. And he's wearing ankle socks. You could see about 3 inches of ankle. Is this guy serious? Soccer boot, ankle sock, skin, the rest of the sock.
Hang on. Number one, let me tell you, that wasn't the first week I'd done it. I've been doing it all year, and you knew why I did it. You knew my boots, which were one of one, original mind you, right, were way too tight. So any other sock I couldn't wear because it wouldn't actually fit. And I spent $400 on these fucking boots. And as if I wasn't going to wear these boots, I spent $400 on them. The only socks that would let me fit in them would be these
Guys,
socks.
I'm telling you,
You know what we're calling this segment?
sock, ankle, sock. I've never seen anything like it.
We're calling this segment the coach's sock.
The coach's sock,
Just sock.
mate. Unreal. Did anyone want to touch base on that bloke we had who wore his church socks?
Church socks. We've
Like, I know-
we've got this bloke in our team.
I know-
We won't say his name. We won't say his name.
Nah.
I didn't even
Hey,
know his
listen.
name.
I know we're playing on a Sunday, but it's not church Sunday socks, all right? You're supposed to just wear your original socks.
So let me paint the picture, right, for the listeners. You know when you got your church socks, right? Obviously the big black socks that you wear to church, right? But you know, like if you like stretch them all the way up to your knee, they become
Stockings.
They look like stockings. I want to say they almost turn grey because you stretch them out so much, right? So this bloke, he obviously forgets his soccer socks, right? And I think they said they were in the wash.
And hey, word for word, these are my lucky socks. Right? This bloke had these socks originally would be like this. He has stretched them like this, but not just stretched them. He's also put them over his 45 centimeter shin pads, right? Like cricket shin pads, right? Mate, they were see-through.
Because he scored that game.
Oh,
He kept on wearing them because it was his lucky socks.
scored a world
I
from
can't-
memory too.
I can't deal with it.
Church sock Sunday. There you have it.
It's a big Sunday service.
Yeah, Sunday circus.
Oh,
Unreal.
no.
No, there was no service on the pitch because he's a garbage player, but he was going to
Oh.
Sunday service.
Yeah.
Mate, let me
You
tell
listen,
you,
there's all the help we can get.
unbelievable. Good segment, Adam.
Oh,
I'm glad
love
you had a
that.
name for that
I'm
one.
trying to think of
that.
any other
Love
mishaps we can
Love
potentially think of.
What did you think of when people used to put the white sock over their normal playing sock and used to go up half their leg, like Ronaldo used to do. Or
That was
just
a
ever think
surprise.
of those?
That was
Oh, look,
No,
it's
but-
better. It's better than an ankle sock, isn't it?
No, but with that,
I
right?
enjoyed the skit.
They stopped doing that because the sock had to be all the same color all the way through. Now people have those half ankle socks that go underneath their top sock, and they're usually a different color anyway. So it's only a matter of time before they make you start wearing the same color. With
Man,
that
I
as
remember
well.
Fernando Torres, right, used to do it, and then he used to have about fucking 11 centimeters of white
Too
tape.
much.
Mate, this
Yeah.
guy was an animal. Wow, animal. You know, if you saw the white Total 90 football boots and 8 centimeters of tape, game over, right?
Yeah.
See you later.
Speaking of boots, remember my boots exploding pre-season cup this year? The duct tape.
Yeah.
Half time.
Listen, James is the type of player his shin pads have the ankle strap in. That's the type of player James.
We could go all day, mate. We could go all day with our mishaps. We're out of control.
Okay, honestly, you turn up to a trial, right? You turn up to a trial, and I think for me, there's two things you look for to see if someone's a big player, because you know when you go trial at a club, right, and you're writing players off. You're just looking, going, you're rubbish.
You're
right?
rubbish. Yeah, 100%.
There's two things I look for, right? Actually, I'm gonna make it three, right? One is the shin pads with the ankle protection. One, two. If they haven't even got boots, they're just wearing like their sneakers or their runners instead, right? And you think, mate, go home.
The New Balance 4000s that you wear to the park.
The third thing is they're not even wearing a jersey. They're just wearing like a normal t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of a jersey.
Look,
They're the
there's,
third thing. You see that at a trial, you write them off straight away.
honestly, I tell you what I write off, like especially when you're it doesn't matter where you're playing or where you're trialing in general, but what rides me, like it grinds my gears firstly, right? Two things. They're wearing like the special shoes that you should only wear on synthetic. You know, like they've got a different sole.
Yeah, the ones that I wore
The
in preseason.
turf
what
shoes, right?
That's
If
what
you're
I
wearing-
had the duct tape. Oh, hang on. The six-a-side ones.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, no, those
Last
ones.
sport. Yeah.
The grass court shoes.
Right? Or if they're wearing soccer boots or any type of fucking soccer shoes, right? But they're wearing it with ankle socks, like no shin pads, no socks, just ankle sock. I'm like, nah, this kid can't play.
And they struck with the Velcro shin pads over the top.
Oh, mate, it grinds my gears.
I think we could do actually a whole episode just on our trial experiences. To be honest, I think it was pretty
Mate,
crazy.
with the pure talent we get, we could sit here all day bagging these players. But
100%.
look,
We're
time is of the
bagging
essence.
ourselves.
Yeah.
We're bagging
Thomas-
ourselves half the time as well.
Time is of the
Let's not
essence.
forget.
And
Hey,
I think,
is it nearly that time,
yeah,
Adam?
it is that time. You read
Oh,
my
That
mind.
time.
You read my mind.
Give me
Drum roll,
the
please.
roll.
is
Another
Coach's
edition of
Son.
Coach's Son of the Week.
Everyone's
No.
favourite segment.
Adam,
No.
have you got yours lined up? Talk to me.
I do. I think it wasn't the most exciting game in the world, and I think Arteta would agree with me. I'm giving it to Fabio Vieira for his stupid red card. I think it was very
Ooh.
silly of the man. His foot looked like he was stretching. Big ballerina, just unnecessary. So he's getting my nomination of the week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Stephen, have you got yours lined up, sir?
I would love to put Adam up there after his great story today. So
Yeah.
if possible, put him
That's
up
kind of-
there.
Very kind of you.
If not,
Actually, we don't
Might
know
have
if he's
to-
wearing pants right now.
The coach is
Can you
surprised.
stand up for us? I think I'm gonna go Ruben Diaz for
Ooh.
a couple. Yeah, obviously gave away the penalty, and I think he gave the ball away for another goal. So big
Silly,
Ruben.
that tackle. Very silly.
Yeah, James, who you got this week? I love the mixture of answers we're getting, boys, every week. I'm really impressed. James, who you got? Who you backing?
I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to go Eric Dyer. I think, look, the first half he got sent for an absolute donut near the halfway line.
Krispy
Right?
Kreme.
He got sent. And he should have got back up. He should have just went to the sheds after that. But I mean, especially for the Wolves winning goal. Look, you can make the claim that Højbjerg should have tracked his run into the box. But also, Eric Dyer, no vision on looking at any oncomers. And I think he's trying to play offside. So yeah, look, I think just getting sent for a donut in the first half and halfway was bad enough. So
Hoiberg. I thought it was Holberg playing in the Serie A.
in the Serie A, in the Bundesliga.
Bundesliga Luton. All right, guys. We touched base on him earlier. And look, because it's my own team, I am very critical of my own team, I guess. So I know he got 15 points, I think you guys mentioned in fantasy.
I can't believe you're going to do this.
No, you can't.
I can't believe you're going to do this.
Is this his second nomination?
It's his second, guys.
So he's
Guys, did you
assists.
watch the game? Watch the game. Watch the 90-minute game, not the mini match. I urge you to watch this game. He had a shocker, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, it's Big Kostas Tsamikis.
Simikis.
Big Kostas Tsamikis. This guy gave the ball away. Oh man, I counted 5-6 times. It was bad, and not in like positions where you're like, okay, we recovered. In positions where like Brentford and Buemo went down the other end and created a chance. Like this, it was shocking. I know he got 2 assists, but generally,
but that's why fantasy shits me. That's why fantasy shits me. He had a genuine rubbish game.
Yeah,
okay, two of his crosses turned into assists, but the other 90 turned into lose a possession, and then somehow he makes the 15 points.
He honestly, if fantasy was done accurately, he probably would have ended up on like playing. Did he even play 90 minutes? He would have ended up on like 2 points with 2 assists if fantasy was done properly. He was garbage. I'm telling you.
He would have ended up in Series Bravo.
He would have ended up. He was bad, guys. Very bad. Very disappointing. But we're stuck with him, so
we love it. That's a good
When's
segment.
Robertson back? When's Robert back?
Wow, he had surgery. I think next year.
Yeah. I'll have to fact check that, otherwise I'll be talking out of my bum.
Nah, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I think I top scored on fantasy, so thanks for coming this week, guys. Off the bottom.
Well,
you're only 2 points behind me now. I'm stressing.
Well,
But I reckon the next 2 weeks for our followers, I mean, obviously we've got international break, but I reckon we do 2 weeks in a row of just topics, like the one we just had today, right? We can talk about whatever. So if you've got a topic out there that you want us to discuss, even from our own playing days,
100%.
drop a suggestion. Reach out to us.
We love a suggestion
Say hello.
box.
Yeah.
Have we got a name? Have we got a name for our suggestion box? Who's a fox?
Adam?
Wait, who's a fox in the box? Richarlison's suggestion fox in the box.
Fox in the box. Okay. Oh, we're telling you.
Yeah, give me a fox in the box. Yeah, give me a fox in the box. But I want someone a bit more like with character, a bit more old school, probably not currently playing, like a bit like a Nelka. You know what I mean? A fox in the box.
Maybe we'll just leave it as suggestion box.
The suggestion fox in the box.
Hey, no. Who was that bloke? You'd know. Bit of trivia for you, James. Who was that bloke? Right? Who was that bloke in the box? Right? I think he played for Bolton. He did like a mad turn.
Elmanda.
Elmanda's fox in the suggestion box. Elmanda.
Wrap it up with that. With
fox
Elmanda.
in the suggestion box. Hey, get your suggestions in. Follow our socials, eh?
Why is Adam looking so upset all the time?
He's depressed.
Why is he laughing? Give us a smile.
We just came up with the best.
Give us a smile.
It's my natural face, and I just wonder, after we hit the 50-minute mark, just got this.
Elmanda Fox in the suggestion box is the best name we've ever thought of. Smile.
Yeah, I'll think back. I'll get back to you about that one. It's not that great.
He's going to come out for sure,
guys.
This never happened.
Thank you so much. Follow our socials. Don't forget 5K followers before the end of the year. R9 coming, guys. Whatever. Any suggestions? You know what we forgot? I didn't do my trivia, guys. Far out.
It's all right. We got plenty of time.
All right, next week. You get the week off, guys. Enjoy.
International trivia.
Bravo. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. That's episode 4. We'll be back next week. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
So.
Come
here, all.
This was not